which obviously your offensive team and has been so successful under your tenure, and you're considered an offensive guru and all that. But do you think because of that, your defenses, the contributions they make get overshadowed and don't get enough credit on occasion?
I don't know what the reason is, AJ, but I've said all along that I think we've got an outstanding defense. And I think the numbers bear it out. And it's been that way for the last 3 years. So, let's write some more stories about it, AJ.
Will do.
Will do.
If there are no further audio questions, I do apologize. We did get a question from the line of Ted Miller with ESPN.com.
Chip, how often does Andrew Luck make teams pay for blitzing him for probably these 5 or 6 rushers?
Too often. He's really good at it. That's the one thing that I think separates him, besides his athletic ability, just how smart he is. He can see the whole field, and he can pick up blitzes, and he's really, really sharp. That's why he's the whole package, is that he does, obviously the size and the athletic ability and the arm and all the other stuff, but just really how intelligent he is, and it's tough to kind of fool him.
Any more questions?
And there are no further questions at this time.
Okay, I'm sorry. Steve?
Chip, just following up on the talking about the defensive line. Earlier in the year, you talked about the LSU defensive line having some big guys and then have those type of big guys. Are you saying now with no size discrepancy, does that mean
No,
that
it was our size discrepancy versus Stanford. We're not playing it.
Well, but you are playing with the same defense, and what my question is has your defensive line been making up, not only in terms of maybe size, but also has that defensive line improved to the point where they're comparable to a line like LSU?
No, there's a size discrepancy between our D line and LSU's D line. And I still will say that. When I saw those guys in person, they keep rolling through. They got 8, 9, 10 guys that are gigantic guys. Again, we're not playing LSU. I think we match up with Stanford from a size standpoint. That's what was my comment.
Jesse?
Yeah, Chip, taking a look back at last year's game with Stanford, what sort of factors allowed you, your defense to be so successful against them in that second half?
I think we did a better job of pressuring Andrew in the second half than we did in the first half. We could kind of get some push and get after him a little bit more, and I think that that's the big thing. If you can not let him set his feet, and like any quarterback, I think if you can disrupt the launch point for a quarterback, that's the key to playing good pass defense. Just if a guy can sit back there all day long, and eventually he's going to be able to find out where the receivers are and put the ball on target. But, I think we just pressured him a little bit more in the second half, and it's tough because he knows where it's coming and can really change his protections and do those things. But that kind of becomes the cat and mouse game between Andrew and Nick, to be honest with you.
Coach, Jackson Rice is having a great year. Are you maybe more apt to punt and go for it on some of those marginal fourth downs against a guy like Andrew Luck because Jackson Rice is doing so well?
Now, our decisions are based upon a lot of factors. It's not just Jackson. It's how's our defense playing? Do we have guys banged up? Is someone injured in this situation? Is it a workable third down? A fourth down. Is it a 4th and 4 as opposed to a 4th and 14? What's the transition in terms of how many yards are you going to get if it ends up being a touchback? Is it you're on your 39 and it's a 19-yard gain, or can you pin him down deep? But obviously, having Jackson as a weapon factors into that, but he's not the only decision that we base all that stuff on the ball for down and touchdown.
Rick, earlier in the year I read that Coach Shaw has allowed Andrew to call plays from the line of scrimmage. Does that change how you guys approach things, trying to defend him, trying to read what he's got in mind to run against you at all?
No, we have a plan, and you can't tell who's calling the plays, whether it's Dave or Pep or Andrew. We're still, defending down at distances and personnel in the game and all those other things. And you also know, we're 9 9-10 games in, so we've got 9 or 10 game breakdown on them. So what are they apt to do from a percentage standpoint in this situation, and that's what we base all of our stuff on.
Anything else? Thank you.